From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hey folks, good morning and happy Sunday. Hope you've enjoyed your weekend so far. Today, at least as far as outdoor conditions are concerned, looking a little bit better in the sense that we're drier for the bulk of the day. We're also in the lower 70s in the valley. Still in the 50s for Siskiyou and Modoc County, though I think we'll scrape out 60s. In the East Mountains, let's call it Susanville, they're around 63 or so. But that cooler air, it's going to come back, so don't expect a warming trend, right? Because the next couple of days, looking unsettled. Today is just a minor break in that trend. Look at those widespread 50s for quite a few of us with lower 60s mixed in there. And of course, like I said, a little bit warmer today than yesterday in the valley with those 72s and 73s. But don't expect that to be the trend. The trend is not your friend if you like the more mild conditions. The trend is your friend if you want a little bit of a taste of that fall-like weather. Of course, it is fall, right, as we head into this transitional period of the year. Again, today looks just fine, not seeing any signs of major precipitation. It's the second half of the day, so through tonight, especially when these showers start to filter on in here, snow levels dropping, cooler air moving in, and there you go. As we head through tomorrow, all bets are off. Snow levels 6,000 feet or even lower at times. Look at that amazing swirl as the center of that low pressure system pretty much centers itself up right along the coast. We have heavy precipitation ongoing by the time we're heading through tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, there with probably 4 to 8 inches on the whole, up to 6 to 8,000 feet as far as those snow levels are concerned. Isolated spots higher than that. Probably some rumbles of thunder in the valley as well as we head through the area of closest approach to this low pressure system because we have instability in that mid level, right? Doesn't matter if it's cool, doesn't matter if it's warm, as long as you got that instability where it's colder and then warmer very close to each other, you can get thunder, right? So that's what we're going to be watching as we head through Monday and into probably Tuesday as well. Taking a look at your snow totals, most of that's going to fall as we head through Monday and perhaps into the first half of Tuesday. We've even seen some pretty substantial totals down off to the south and east, so those east mountains east of Sacramento Valley, Sierra Nevada range, but that looks pretty substantial. Not so much up here, but we are definitely seeing our first good grasp of snow for this season, and certainly won't be the last. That much is for sure. Even a little bit creeping out towards the Trinity Alps, though I don't think it'll be quite as substantial as what we see out there east of the valley, east of I-5 especially. So all in all, yeah, this is definitely one of the more substantial systems so far of fall, and it's only going to stay cooler and cooler from here. We're not seeing any major changes upwards. We're actually going downwards a little bit. Notice, that low pressure, it's bringing a lot of that Arctic air into the region, so the western United States, all the way through this third week of October, will stay below average as far as temperatures go. All right, taking a look at your 7-day outlook, there you go. Tomorrow and Tuesday, that's where we see the most active pattern. Rain along the coast, rain inland, rain in Trinity County, with those temperatures really taking a dive down to the lower 50s. We do recover a little bit towards the second half of the week. Notice us drying out past midweek and getting back up to the mid 70s, but that's not before a rather substantial cool down and a rather wet pattern for the next few days. Today is really the last more widespread day until this evening, and then it's going to be about Wednesday or Thursday before we see drier weather kind of back in the area on the whole. Mount Shasta City, PM rain tonight. Again, that's when it kind of moves in here. Monday, Tuesday, that's when the active pattern is really sticking around here. Look at those 40s sticking around too on Monday for the highs, lower 50s as well as we head through Monday, even into Tuesday. But again, we get back to near 60 by the end of the week. Same for Susanville out there in the East Mountains. But dry today, so let's go ahead and get those errands out of the way before it gets unsettled. In the valley, same story, right? As usual, with these major systems, we don't really get left out here in Redding and Chico and Red Bluff from the rain. We actually will probably pick up a decent little clip of rain with those lower 60s, upper 50s by Tuesday. And again, perhaps a few rumbles of thunder. We'll watch that. I don't think they'll be widespread, but we'll probably see a few, especially in the central portions of the valley, Monday and Tuesday. By the way, look at those more mild conditions by the end of the week, so it's not all bad. If you want those outdoor conditions in your favor, there is a silver lining by Thursday.